Hey guys, I hope you are doing well and you are living your best lives. All right, it's sunny today, and who wouldn't enjoy the sun, especially in winter? So I thought of coming to the park, okay, to do my fitness walk and some jogging and all of that. All right, but for those of you who are old subscribers and viewers of my channel, you all understand that I never come to the park and leave without leaving you a message. All right, so today I just thought of answering one of the commonly asked questions by guys. All right, which is, what is the best way to ask a woman out? To be honest with you, I think most guys who ask this question are actually scared of rejection. Okay, and that is very normal. Even me, I'm afraid of rejection, and there's no person at all. Even women themselves are afraid of rejection. All right, you know but since nature has made it in such a way that we men are the ones that would always make the first move. All right, then it's like you know they don't get to really suffer that much, okay, when it comes to rejection. All right, so but we the men, we have to go through it. And for that matter, I do understand perfectly well why you would be interested in knowing, what is the best way to ask her out, okay, in order to minimize your chances of being rejected. I do get that perfectly well, and that's why I'm making this video, to help you out, okay. So to begin with, the best way to ask her out would be to invite her to your routine, right? What do I mean by your routine? Inviting her to your routine simply means that, whatever that you like doing, all right, just invite her to join your life. Of course, you should not invite her to come to your place, or especially if your hobby or whatever that you like doing is something that is indoors. Okay, maybe you are the type you do podcasts at your house like me. All right, I sometimes make these vlogs, but mostly record my videos at home. Okay, so if I'm inviting maybe a woman to come join me in making videos or whatever, that probably at home, that probably might not be she might not be that comfortable with that. And I would perfectly understand, because most women, even men, if you have just met somebody in the street who is your friend, I mean, and you like, even if it's a guy, all right, and you feel like this guy could be a potential friend, or maybe you have common interests or whatever, and you just invite this person to your place, maybe because we guys, we are not afraid, he might not have any problem coming to pay you a visit, all right, but he probably might have a second thought regardless, that you know so imagine a woman asking a woman to come to your place on the first date. That would sound like a red flag in her mind, all right, whether or not you have, let's say, the intention to make a move on her, romantically or not, all right. So that's probably, you should be hesitant in asking a woman to come to your place on a first date, all right. Apart from this, any other thing that you do, that is also very that's also the very reason why, as a man or as just a human being, you should also make sure that you are living your best life, and you are not indulged in maybe any sort of illegal activities or something that, by inviting a woman to your life, you would be worried about whether or not she's going to be comfortable with what you are doing. I don't think if you are selling crack in the streets or something, she would be comfortable coming to sell crack with you in the streets, all right. So I'm not by this trying to bash any people or anything, but if maybe you are selling crack in the street at the moment and you are watching this video, then it is an opportunity for you, or it's I mean, a word of encouragement to you and motivation to you to actually figure out, you know, a way of living another life other than, you know, being in the street selling crack. You get it? So, but as far as you are doing something that you really like to do, then you should not be, and it's something that any rational human being should like doing. All right, maybe you are I mean, you are somebody that is into fitness, you are somebody that is into whatever content creation. Like I said, don't invite it to your place. But you know, you probably might just, you are a lover of nature like me. I like spending time when it's sunny at the park. Why not invite her to come to the park, come take a walk? She might be afraid walking through the park with you, especially if that's your first date. That is understandable. So also be flexible. Don't just say because it's your hobby, she must be part of your hobbies. You know, what might you might like, she might not like it. So, and it's very fine. You are not the aim of, I mean, it's even not interesting when your partner likes exactly the same thing as you. You know, sometimes you have to have different likes. That's what makes both of you interesting. All right. So try to have that balance, okay, and try to be flexible, and don't just impose your hobbies upon her, right? But why am I emphasizing so much on hobbies? Why am I not saying, you know what, take her to the restaurant, you know, take her to the here, take her to the movies, take her there, you know? Why am I not emphasizing on that? I'm not emphasizing on that simply because I think these are the common places that, like, they often recommend us to take women out, okay, to, like, take her to the movies, take her to the restaurant, take her to that, take her to that. But what you should understand is that okay, probably for the first date that is understandable, you see, but there are other alternatives. So why I'm stressing on this is because usually most girls would like to go to these places just, you know, for a free meal. All right, for a free meal, for free wherever they are, you know. So because of that, guys are beginning to wake up. All right, so imagine that you are on a dating app and you have to take out maybe, or like you have a lot of people, that a lot of matches, and you are trying to shoot your shot with all these matches, and you were to take all these people to, you know, a fancy restaurant or whatever, and spend not less than 50 euros or $50 if you're in the US before leaving. I mean, by the time you finish, you can imagine how much you'll be spending in every month. Okay? And some of these people, after the first date, probably might never ever want to see you again. You get it? So that's why I'm trying to let you understand that you mustn't impress anybody by taking them to a fancy restaurant. It could be a coffee date, and they should be comfortable with, you know, going for a coffee date. If they aren't comfortable with just going for a coffee date, then that should even be a red flag to you. Why? Because it's like this person is interested in just a free meal and is not really interested in getting to have a genuine connection with you. You see it? So that is my opinion. So, but when you are inviting the person to your routine, this could be any other thing. You know, it could be the gym, it could be maybe going to the park with your guitar if you are the type who play an instrument, to just, you know, make it that much simple. All right? Or offer a coffee date. You know, if she says no to a coffee date, then that should be a major red flag to you. Anybody who respects you and who is really seeking a genuine connection wouldn't mind accepting a coffee date or whatever, because the fellow understands that when you get together, I mean, you often go to fancy restaurants, you often hang out to have fun, and that you do it spontaneously, not because you really want to impress her, right? But she should be comfortable of being part of your routine. You see, so, and also one other importance of asking her to maybe just be part of your routine, maybe go to the gym or do something that you like doing on the daily, is to test her character. Because when you do that, you'd see, based on her reaction, you'd get to understand what her motives may be, right? Maybe she's just chatting with you because she's bored, or she's just chatting with you in the hopes of you taking her out for her to get a free meal. But she's not genuinely interested in you. If she is genuinely interested in you, she would also be interested in your hobbies. You see, so instead of following the conventional ways, which include taking her to a fancy restaurant that you probably might not be able to afford, then why not offer to invite her to your routine? And even if you can afford to take her to a fancy restaurant, why not invite her to your routine and see how she will react? And based on that, you get to understand what kind of woman she is. So it's pretty much simple, okay? Don't bite more than you can chew. Invite her to your routine and see how is she comfortable with your hobbies or not. You know, you could take a walk, simple walk. Now, you also need to be kind, right? And you need to be, as they always say, gentle. For instance, if you invite a woman to go to the fitness park or something, probably she's not the type that likes or that enjoys. Maybe she's not into that. Maybe she doesn't go to the gym, whatever that it is. So be flexible, like I said. And even if, let's assume that, for instance, you ask her to take a simple walk, right? Maybe in the course of the walking, you probably might stand somewhere for some snacks or whatever, for some chocolate or some yogurt, or you probably might stand somewhere maybe for some sandwich, or whatever. You might stop somewhere in the process. So through that, she would get to understand that, okay, it's not just that this guy doesn't want to spend or he's stingy or whatever that she might be thinking, but it's just that this guy wants a genuine connection. And it's not like, you know, and it's even fine if you decide to take a walk and after the walk you just come back to your different hostels and you never offered her anything. Like I said, the purpose of setting up a date should be for you to guys to actually build a genuine connection, not for you to impress or anything of that sort. Because once she's comfortable with being part of your routine, then it means you guys will be forever happy, right? For those fairy tale kind of thing, going to, I don't know what, as you both are together and you are happy and you continue to grind, there will be times when you can even go to sleep in luxurious hotels just for the night. So any intelligent woman should be able to understand that it's not a matter of you taking her to a fancy restaurant, but it's a matter of you both meeting so you can have you can build a genuine connection. That's what I think, you know. So it's very simple. You should not be afraid of rejection. Feel free to invite her to be part of your routine. Feel free to take her to just invite. It's simple. It's that much simple. If she says no, understand that she's not for you. Somebody else will tell you yes. You know, one thing you should understand is that you cannot buy people's loyalty. You can buy people's respect. So the only way to get these things from people is to align yourself with the right people. And you should also be willing to give these people what you're asking them for. If you don't respect yourself, by respecting yourself, what I mean is you need to level up. You know, there is a price for everything. People wouldn't give you their respect just like that. Though it's not something that you literally buy, you need to earn it, right? So if you are working so hard on your career, on your passion, your business, or whatever, your health, you are developing yourself so well, then everybody would want to be with you. Not everybody, but I mean, good people would want to be part of you, because good people want people that are striving to improve. So if she's not interested in being with you, if she's not interested in the simplest things in life that are totally free, like taking a walk in the sun, you know, like doing a sport, just being part of your hobbies, you know, then you just understand that she's not for you. So feel free to invite her to take a walk. You mustn't send her to a fancy restaurant. If later on you feel like she's worth it, you could spend time even in a luxurious hotel sleeping together. That is nothing, right? But don't try to impress her, because once you try to impress her by talking about your job, you know, how good you are doing it in your business, how rich you are, whatever the kind of car you have, and all of that, once you try to impress her or win her over by all those fancy things, and you create the impression that you are rich, if you finally get her into your life, then you'll have to prove all those, you'll have to maintain those standards. But because you were not real, you wouldn't be able to maintain, and she would lose attraction for you at the end of the day. So the best way to invite her out is to invite her to your routine. All right, but there's nothing wrong with taking her out to a restaurant, or you know, or simply inviting her for a coffee date. So it's up to you. But you should also be afraid to invite her to your routine. So that is it for this video. Please let me know what you think, and please remember to subscribe in order not to miss my future videos. Bye for now.